Kablam.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the fans' toys, Sheridan! So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have some lovely artwork of Sheridan in his robot mode, in his tank mode. On this side of the box, we have Sheridan. On the other side of the box, we have Sheridan. On the bottom, Sheridan. On the top, Sheridan. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, this, that, the other things and stuff. And you also have a quite lengthy bio. If you want to read it, you can read that on your own time. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is the collector's card with a nice image there of Sheridan as well. And on the back, more pictures, tech specs, and that same bio if you want to read it again. Bluey, kablooey, kablushi, kabushi, kadushi, whatever. And hooray for cards. And moving right along here, we have Sheridan, and this is Fans Toys' take on Warpath. And here he is in his tank mode, a lovely tank mode in my opinion. I think they did a very good job with this. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You can see a lot of molded detail throughout the tank mode. Looks quite good. You can see the treads done kind of like a dull silver. Looks really nice. Again, nicely detailed. You got the turret section here. Again, some nice details going on. Got the big old cannon for some kablowing and kazamming and kabamming. And just moving down the body of the tank here. Got this section back here again done in that dull silver. This section, for some reason, I always have trouble getting it to sit flush. You can do it. As you can see, it is possible. But if you watch the JTI, I had problems getting this down, getting this to sit flush, and I just gave up. I was like, okay, done. But it is possible to get this to sit flush like it's supposed to. It just takes a little bit of finagling. This is the only part of this figure that gives me a bit of problem. But still, again, some nice molded details throughout. And there is the top, there is the bottom. There are no wheels or anything, so it doesn't roll, it slides. It slides, as tanks should. You know, I don't know. But, hey, there you go. Now for comparison, here he is with the old Generations Deluxe Warpath. So you can see how that works out. Here he is with the Bat Cube Warpath. And here he is with Masterpiece Sideswipe. So, there you have that. Now, as far as, articulation goes, the turret can rotate. You can get it to do a full 360 if you lift this section up. This section does kind of come up. It's more for transformation, but, hey, it's a thing you can do if you want to do it. And once you do that, I can rotate a full 360. You can kind of have this tilting up. If you want, the cannon itself can tilt upward and downward a bit. The hatch here can actually open. Just kind of a neat little feature, doesn't it just exposes a screw, but hey, it's a thing that it can do. Not too shabby. I like it. And one thing I have to do, I just have to do it. Yes, you can totally pop his head up. You can totally pop his head up and have that going on, but another thing that I have to do, just a little sneak preview here, you can do that. You just can't resist. You really just can't. This is my worst nightmare. Actually, this is my worst nightmare realized. This is a recurring nightmare that's just come true, and it's kind of weird that that's the way that worked out. But anyway. So there you have that. But yeah. That is basically it for the tank mode, so let's get down to transformation, shall we? You can get a good spin out of them. So, let us begin here. So the first thing we can do here is just take the cannon and just compress that down. Just a little step there. You do want to kind of just bring the whole turret up here, just get that out of your way. You're going to come back here and you're going to pop this section up like so. Take these little panels, flip them in like that, and then you just kind of want to take these side sections here, just kind of angle this out, and that will pop it out. Again, just kind of take it, just pull it outward, and that will just pop that out, and free up all of this, and just extend this all out. We can just kind of flip this over right there, right now, and what we'll do now is we'll just kind of get some of these things situated here. So these side sections here will just come up and over, like so, up and over, whoop, like that. And then you can just kind of take the arms, and there are multiple hinges here, so just kind of take them and swing them out like that, and that will get them out of the way for a future step. But we're going to leave this all alone for now. Now we're going to work on the front section here. So you want to come down here, you want to just lift up this panel, which will help you get under here and untab that, because that's holding these two sections together. Once you undo that, you can take these bits here and bring them out like so. Let me raise up just a smidge. And once you've done that, this whole assembly here is going to come down, back, and we'll tab up right in there, like so. And then you take this little panel, this flips in, this panel flips in, and what we're going to do here is we're going to take this section here, we're going to rotate this only out to the side. That's as far as we're going, because now we have the clearance to take this bit and feed this through like that. And once you've done that, we can now take this and just kind of bring that around, bring that up like that, and then all this will collapse in like so. We want to pop up Warpath head, turn around, and we can just now collapse all this down like that. You can see I'm starting to take shape here. So once we have done that, we can now open this panel up here, and all of this will come in. You want to make sure that this accordion's in just like this at this angle, and his head will just feed through this opening here, and you just bring it on down, and this will wrap around like so, and these will just come in and peg in on either side, get all situated. Oops. Yes, I don't want to get situated. You get situated. You get situated. There we go. It's situated. They had that going, and that's clever engineering there to get to get him his proper torso shape there. I dig that. That's very clever. Very clever. So just take this little panel here, fold that down to close all that up, and this will just tab in right there. And there he has his backpack going on, and you got that done. So now we will work on the legs. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just take this front section here, just kind of bring that down to untab it. We're going to take this little panel here, fold that up. You tread, you just push in like that, and that flattens out. This little bit right here, you just bring out to give him his other little toe, and then you just take the whole foot, and that just compresses up like that. So now that we've done that, we're going to come to this panel here and just undo that. Oh, actually, before we do that, there's a little step we have to do here. This little bit right here, you want to just bring that up like that, and then we can start undoing things here. So you want to bring this around and kind of start rotating the leg around. Once you're at this point, kind of straighten all this out, and this will rotate around like so. Oh, wait, I was in the wrong spot. Sorry. There we go. Like that. And then all this can swing around. You can bring all of this around. There's a lot of twisting and turning on the legs here. And then this will just wrap around and tab in right there. And then you just straighten his leg out. Like, where am I? Oops. I'm on the wrong side here. There we go. Bring that around like so. I had this foot facing the back of his body, and then we just bring that in, and that will lock that in place. And there you have leg all done. Second verse, just like the first. Hopefully we can get this done a little bit more elegantly this time around. Like I said, there's a lot of twisting and turning that you have to do with the legs, and sometimes it confuses you a little bit. Sometimes it throws you off, but it's okay. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. So bring the foot up, flip that up, collapse the tread, bring this up, like that, compress the foot, make sure the body is facing the right way, and we undo this, all of this, and then rotate this around, bring this around, flatten that out, swing that around, and there we go. We did this a little more. We did this more elegantly this time around. Bring that around, boom, tab that in, and bring that, oops, I forgot to do this little step. Bring that out, and that will come in. Bring that in, lock that up, and there we go. Now we have the legs all done. So now, let's finish up with the upper body. So you can see the arms here. On this armature here, you just want to swing this to the back like so. And you can extend his arms, open up this little panel, flip out his hand, close the panel. It's a little tight, but there we go. As far as this part of the tread goes, you can kind of collapse this up like that or leave it like that. Me, I just kind of bring it up against his elbow. Again, as always, it's yours. Do what you want with it. And then you just take his shoulder and just kind of collapse it back up. So it actually sits where his shoulders should sit. And there you go. Second verse is just like the first. Just bring that back. And extend his arm. Open that up. Flippity flip flip. Closity close close. Again, bring that back. Bring the shoulder in. Get everything straightened out. And I think we're done. Oh, we're done. Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. And there you have Sheridan, aka Warpath, in his robot mode. And that is a good-looking G1E Warpath. I dig him. I really dig him. Really nicely done, in my opinion. So let's get in close here. Right on his abs, on that noggin. You can see, Ken is kind of in the way there. But you can see, nicely done. Head sculpt, nice blue for the eyes there. And some silver as well. Nice Warpathy head sculpts. And he's got his cannon chest going on there. Got some silver up there. Oh, really nicely done. And again, you got that nice dull silver there around the waist. Nice little spot there. I'm going to put a Autobot symbol on later. Yeah, all around nicely done. His big old feet. You can see, it's a pretty clean design here. I mean, you know, those are supposed to be there. That is totally accurate to Warpath. And again, a little bit of a backpack again is actually accurate. So yeah, it's a very clean transformation also. So it looks quite good as far as I'm concerned. Now, articulation wise, the head is on a ball joint, a little bit wiggly waggly. You can look up a little bit, look down a little bit. Head can do a full 360. Now you do want to bring his arms out using those hinges. You can get the arms to rotate at weird angles, but you know, you can kind of move things around to get things sitting a little bit better if you need them to, and you can also get some nice outward movement when you use all of those hinges. You do have rotation. Yeah, rotation. Yeah, bicep rotation. It's it's kind of stiff on mine, but yes, it does turn. Yes, slightly over 90 degrees of a bend there at the elbow. He does have wrist rotation. The hands can open and close. He does have waist rotation. It's a little stiff on mine, but waist does rotate. Of course, you have this flap here that can move up, and these side flaps that can move out to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward that far, back that far, outward. How far can we get? We can do the full splits and a little extra. You do have thigh rotation. You got 90 degrees of a bend at the knee, and the feet, they can move up a little bit, can move down some, and you have lots of ankle tiltage. Now, as far as accessories go, he just includes one, and that's the one we got a sneak preview of earlier in the video. He has the alien mask, which is just as goofy as it's ever been, but nicely done. Because, of course, as Masterpiece does, you have to recreate that one thing that happened in that one scene of that one episode of the cartoon. It just goes right over his face, and there you go. Now he's an alien. Booga booga. Booga booga. Booga booga. So, there you have that, and now for Comparison. Here he is with the Generations Deluxe Warpath. Here he is with the Bad Cube Beeftastic Warpath. Here he is with Masterpiece Sideswipe. And here he is with MP44, Optimus Prime. So, there you go. So there you have Sheridan, and yeah, he's a nicely done figure in my opinion. Both modes look great as far as I'm concerned. I think the tank mode looks great, the robot mode looks great. The transformation, for the most part, is pretty smooth. You know, again, getting him into tank mode, just this this back panel, getting it flush, can take a bit of doing. It's the only thing that fights me, and that could just be my copy, I don't know, but, you know, on my copy anyway, it does fight me a little bit to get that panel to sit flush, but for the most part, the transformation is pretty smooth and works as it should. As usual, there is diecast in Fans Toys figures, so no different here with Sheridan. There is some diecast in him, so he has that nice bit of heft, which is always nice. And yeah, all in all, I think he's just a really solid, just all-around good figure, so there you go. And now, if you would like this or any of Fans Toys' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Fans Toys Sheridan, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, home in your face. Oh, Warpath, good to see you back. How did the mission go? Oh, it was all kablam, kaboom, kazowie. And then it was kableesh, kabloosh, kabloom. Do you have brain damage? Is that why you talk that way? I've always genuinely wondered that about you. You're Flavin. So, yes?